It's going to take some getting used to seeing Sir Lewis Hamilton in red overalls. After all, the British 7-time Formula 1 world champion has either raced for McLaren, Mercedes or Mercedes during his entire career, meaning that he's pretty much donned either white or black overalls during that time. Seeing him drive for Ferrari for the first time is going to take some getting used to, but I am really looking forward to it. I want to see how he does at Ferrari. I think it's a fascinating combination of having the most successful driver in the history of the sport and also the most successful team in the history of the sport as well, combining to potentially have a lot of success in the future as well. Now, Hamilton's first Ferrari test has been the subject of a lot of speculation. We've known that it was going to happen some point before the car was revealed in February, and team boss Fred Vasseur, I think he actually alluded to it being sometime in January, and now that looks to be the case, as the CEO of Ferrari has confirmed that Sir Lewis Hamilton will make his debut for Ferrari in a testing session next week, so the week commencing the 20th of January 2025. Now, normally I have an article to read from. I don't have the article, but I do have the story, so let's read from this, guys. The guy that normally does these articles is off work at the moment, but I'm here as always to go through these stories, so let's dive in. Let's have a look at these. Ferrari CEO Benedetto Vigna has confirmed that Lewis Hamilton will make his highly anticipated official debut at Maranello and Fiorano next week. Recent reports suggested that the 7-time world champion will be in the simulator at Ferrari's Italian HQ on Monday, before making his track debut at the adjacent Fiorano test track in a 2022 red single-seater in the days to follow. Lewis Hamilton will be with us next week, Vigna said, as a new sponsor deal by Italian bank UniCredit was introduced to the team. Santander, I think, have actually left the team now. I think they've gone to Williams with Carlos Sainz, so it makes sense they've got someone in to replace them. We are ready for almost everything, but not everything. We'll sort it out, he smiled. UniCredit's sponsorship replaces the deal with Spanish bank Santander. There you go, I knew it. Which has followed Carlos Sainz to Williams. It's going to be weird seeing the Ferrari without that. The red and white works so well. It's going to Santander. They're going to change to be blue and white instead. I don't know what's going to happen there. Anyway, more important things. Hamilton at Ferrari. Vigna said, "It's a partnership that we wanted to announce shortly before Hamilton's arrival, placing people at the centre of our companies and the communities that gravitate around us." As for Hamilton's Ferrari debut, there have been reports that local police are expecting a huge influx of fans into the area. Clearly there is great anticipation, said Vigna. There is a lot of excitement and a great deal of desire to get started. We are finalising the last details now. Vigna explained that he had been personally inspired by Hamilton's motivation to change Formula 1 teams. At 40 years of age, he's got back into the game and embraced a culture that was different from the Anglo-Saxon one in many ways, he said. Well, I mean, the Saxons and the Angles did come from Germany back in the day, Germany, Denmark, that sort of region. So, UK with McLaren, Germany with Mercedes, Anglo-Saxon, I guess it makes sense. But we've got some Italian influence coming in there too. Oh man, I think he's going to love it. I really hope he does well, I really, really do. And I'm not just saying that as a Brit, but I just think it's such a romantic thing for a great driver like Hamilton to do well at a great team like Ferrari. There's something very special about it. And when it doesn't work out for Ferrari for some great drivers, you could argue Fernando Alonso falls into that category. You could argue the likes of Alain Prost back in the day fall into that category too. World champions that went to Ferrari to win another championship. It didn't happen for them in the end. When that happens, it is a bit disappointing. It is a bit disappointing for sure. So I hope Hamilton doesn't fall into that as well. I hope he has a great swan song to his year. I feel his career in Formula 1 as a whole. He's had an incredible career, the best of anybody so far. So I want to see him answer that. I don't want him to go out on Formula 1 on a damp squib. That'd be so disappointing. I'm sure there's some people that would like to see that, particularly some aspects of the British press over here would love to see that. They would love it. But I hope it doesn't happen. But yeah, guys, what do you think? Are you excited to see Hamilton in a Ferrari for the first time? I very much am. I think it's going to be a massive day for social media and stuff like that. They are going to be promoting the hell out of it. And all power to them. You got to do it. You got to do it. You're going to do it, of course. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that, guys. And of course, for much more Formula 1 news, keep it tuned here to the F1Chronicle.com. Like, share, comment, subscribe, ring the bell as well. And we'll see you very soon, guys. Have a good one.